Okay, now we will continue with the same notes 5.3, and this is on page 4. Okay, so we have a question 1 here, and 1a, you can see that the equation is 2y equals to 3x minus 6, and the question is to express it in the form y equals to mx plus c. So as we have learned before, m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. And finally, you're supposed to write down the gradient as well as the y-intercept of the line. So basically the m and the c. So let's take a look at the first question. Okay, for the first question, we need to change it to y equals to mx plus c. So y has to be on the left. So for the 2 to move to the other side, it has to be divided by 2. Okay, so here we can actually split this 3x and negative 6 individually. So 3x over 2 minus the 6 over 2. So we are splitting the 3x and put it here, 3x, and then after that negative 6, and we have negative 6 here. So both will be divided by 2. So we are going to have 3 over 2x minus 3. So this is of the form y equals to mx plus c. So you can see by comparison here, we have m equals to 3 over 2 and c, comparing c here with negative 3, we will have c equals to negative 3. So this will be the answer for the first part, and the second part here will be the answer for the second part, where the gradient is 3 over 2 and the y-intercept is negative 3. Okay, next we can take a look at the next example. We have 5x plus y equals 2. So to make it in the form y equals to mx plus c, we can keep the y on the left and we move the 5x to the right. So 5x, when you move, it becomes minus 5x, and then after that this 2 here is a plus 2 and it stays as plus 2. So again, this is of the form y equals to mx plus c. So by comparison, so as an answer to part 1 here, as a comparison, the gradient, the m here is negative 5 and the y-intercept c is 2. So for the second part, m is equals to negative 5 and c is equals to 2. So if you want it to be clearer, m is the gradient, so you can say that the gradient is negative 5 and the y-intercept is equals to 2. Okay, so you can add the same conclusion to the first part A question, where the gradient is equals to 3 over 2 and the y-intercept will be negative 3. Okay, we can move on to the next part of the question, which is part C. Again, the first part of the question is to express it into y equals to mx plus c. So we will keep the y on the left and we'll move the 2x. So 2x will become negative 2x on the right, and then negative 3 move to the other side, becomes plus 3. Okay, so again, this is of the form y equals to mx plus c. So to answer for the second part, the gradient m is equals to negative 2. Okay, so we will compare these two forms, and you get m equals to negative 2 and the c here will be equals to 3. So to conclude, we have gradient equals to negative 2 and y-intercept, which is c in this case, is equals to 3. So these are the answers. Okay, for the last question, we need to have y again on the left, y equals to mx plus c. So we will have to move the 4. This is divided by 4, so you will multiply by 4 on the right. So y equals to 4. But when you multiply the 4 on the right, it has to multiply with x plus 2. So you can put a bracket to show that 4 is multiplying with x plus 2. So expand it. So 4 times x and then 4 times 2. So you will have y equals to 4x plus 8. So that's the answer, and it's of the form y equals to mx plus c. So in comparison, m equals to 4 and c will be equals to 8. So the gradient is equals to 4, the y-intercept equals to 8. So I'll write it down. Gradient equals to 4, y-intercept equals to 8. So this is the answer for part D.